Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to DADBEAR.Downtime. It's been a minute. Finally got some time available to get away from some of that work I've been doing outside and get back into the stream. All these kind of preparations I've been doing have been made me wonder what I was thinking when I put some of these things in place beforehand. And there's still a lot of that stuff coming up. Our schedule's gonna have to be fluid. I'm gonna say for the next let's say several weeks, just to be safe, just with the contractors coming in and stuff I've got to get done and whatnot. So I hate that we're not kind of on a regular schedule, but unfortunately this is where we're at right now. We got hurricane season coming. We've got doing that technical stuff I talked about doing. Anyway, the hurricane season coming up, so I've got some stuff I need to get prepared prior to that. What the heck is going on here, man? Oh. Ridiculous. Hey, Morbin. So good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing all right. Ray! I am not. I am not on any... not on any servers right now. So... this is all... say at-home stuff. So... let me, first of all, I'm going to do a couple things here. Let me first make sure that I'm not, because I came out of working on making some final touches to the respawn pod, space pod, reimagining challenge that Pandemic put out, and been trying to get I've been trying to get this blueprint uploading issue that I've had. I can't get stuff to load to the workshop, and so I'm trying to clear my Steam library of blueprints, and that has involved a lot of the free time that I've actually been able to get into the game. I've been spending, and I mean, this has ended up being hours, 2 or 3 hours at a time, usually late at night while the baseball game's on. I've been, cutting and pasting blueprints from my Steam library into a save game that I have that is strictly for blueprints. It's my blueprint library. And I'm still not finished. I'm still not finished. If you guys could see that, I don't even know if I could actually get the computer to handle doing that and streaming it at the same time. I've got an empty space, creative world game saved that is nothing but just stacks and stacks of ships. Like everywhere. Bases, anything that I've found interesting on in the libraries, or the workshop, with the intent is to save them to that world, delete them from my Steam library, blueprint library, and then go in and make local blueprint copies of it. to hopefully try to take care of this, but I still have not been able to get anything to upload to the Steam Workshop. But I was doing just some, I was testing that, see if I could do that with the Pandemic's Space Pod challenge, and I went in and I added a couple of things, so I just wanted to make sure we were still not in creative, which we were, so I'm glad I checked. But anyway, that's really about it. And I've been missed playing. I've really missed playing because I'm not kidding, guys. I've been having engineering dreams. The funny thing is evidently I've had a couple that kind of like back to back, where I started a build with an idea for something in one dream, and then I later dreamed that I needed to pick up on the progress of that build. It's ridiculous. Anyway, but let's see. I'm glad. I really am glad you're doing better. Weekend base got wiped out. Oh, that's part of the reason why I've not been ridiculously inclined to get on servers. The content engineer servers, that was a different scenario. You know, we all it was never going to be a dedicated, like a PvP experience. It was mostly going to be cooperative, perhaps with some here and there. We were going to kind of do some like pre-planned maybe PvP type stuff, but yeah, I just can't stand the thought of putting on it and have somebody come by and steal it. So yeah, it was really cool. The Pandemic jumped into the chat during that. That was pretty neat. I probably do, but I know there's people that have more. That's why I'm like, I'm not really sure what's causing the problem. Yeah. So, all right. So I did though, one of the off-camera sessions, I did get a chance to jump into this playthrough because I don't know if you guys remember the last time we played it was like we had a bunch of stuff kind of go wrong, and I just kind of got frustrated and really just kind of like lost some focus on what we wanted to do. Well, I want to show you guys some of the work I've been doing off camera. A lot of my concern with this particular playthrough, right, and like where we're at right now, as you can see, we have a ton of stuff up on the screen, and I find that annoying. And I don't know if this is, I'm not sure what's causing it. I seem to get way more spawns in this playthrough than I think any of the others I've done. I don't know why. And they're not, they're not functioning the way I feel like they should. So all of these little white contacts that you see, you know, these are cargo ships. These are cargo ships. And you notice none of them are moving, which is not necessarily the way they're supposed to be going. Now, occasionally, in fact, I had it happen while I was doing work off camera. I had a cargo ship came through that was actually moving, and it went by, it did its thing, and then it despawned. But I've got all this, again, all this crap out here that just kind of like, I find it frustrating looking at it, and at the same time, because we're getting so many spawns, the like we've got some stuff we've really worked hard on, like our rocket, right? Like our rocket, and other stuff. And it's, again, I don't want to put all this work into it just for some random thing to come by, especially if it's like a military escort. We've got one moving. We just popped in. I don't know if you can see it right there. We've got one moving. Let's see what that is. A consignment drone. That's the only one doing what it's supposed to be doing right now. Everything else is sitting still. That's not the way it's supposed to work. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to go through the entity list real quick. We're going to get rid of a bunch of this crap. Okay? And hopefully anything that spawns in after we've done that will kind of spawn in the more of a way that it's actually supposed to. So let's do that real quick. I know it's not the most interesting way to start off the episode, but let's we're going to start with distance from players. Yeah, I know. Target practice. Well, our last episode, I thought we were going to go out and get a bunch of stuff, and I just ended up getting myself killed and pulling guys in closer to the base and to put a threat to do a bunch of damage. So none of this stuff within meters of us is going to be an issue. I'm going to go ahead and drop the unknown signal just because it'll come back. See, that's the one that's moving. We'll actually leave him. Make sure none of these are ones that we've captured. There's just too many of them. Getting rid of that. To have in the game while this is all going on. I'm gonna go ahead and even get rid of this. This is an encounter. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of that. All of this stuff. So now, let's take a minute to see. Let's jump out and I will show you what I've been working on. Okay? Let's see. Oh, I'm glad. Well, I don't play on a very robust computer either, so it definitely doesn't hurt for me to go through and clear out stuff that just kind of bogs my computer down. I did not during this time. I did not do any work on our converted mining drone fighter or mining munition, our military munitions drone. So we will hopefully continue working on that before too long. You'll notice our rocket is not here right now. In fact, our rocket and our base in a box is not here. That's because that was one of the things I was worried about us losing. So I'll show you what I've done. You all know that we were working on those inside cavities. This is just kind of a back way into this area. You need to put a gravity gen back here. I may have one actually. We'll see. Ooh, I don't. There's our rocket. Kind of redone this area underneath the refinery. It's just gonna head down this way. Sorry, like I said, I get a gravity gen here. We'll be in better shape. Started working on building this place out. So right now our rocket is somewhat protected. I began working on this hangar area. So just to give what I'm going to consider our priority grid some protection. I also want to make use of some of this, of course, natural caving that we have going on in here. This leads to, this is another open cavity area that we're going to do something with. So I've really been working on trying to find a way to close this in to make it airtight. I don't know if we're going to be able to make it airtight. Did some decorative stuff here. And started working on, again, trying to connect these areas. Area, of course, leads down over to here. Space down here to work. Tunnel area over here. And doing what I can to try to connect. Aha, see? Like, find a way to kind of greeble this out and make this look like an actually nice kind of, this was planned to make use of this spot. Now right down here, see something a little different. This is where I plan on putting a large reactor. Once we can, we're going to put a large reactor here. Now the key is going to be able to get this set up in such a way that I'll be able to actually, we'll be able to, and we may just keep a separate uranium cargo space down here that's not piped into any of the other stuff, just to give it some isolation. This, fortunately, I can't open this right now, which sucks. There was another hole here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get through here or not. I might be able to. Yeah. And we have another cavern in here. And to me, when I saw this, I was like, this looks like a bunker. So that's what this is going to be. This is going to be a bunker. And this bunker is going to be, I need to find a way, because right now, notice, like, our door is not actually connected to the grid right now. It's not. It's free floating. That's why it has no power. But I wanted it to look like it's connected. And probably just gonna have to find a different way to do it. Which may mean some drilling. We may have to do some creative stuff with the connector, because I wanted it to feel like you go, this is, you know, this is the bunker. You go in, you open the door, go down, you follow the path down and then come into the actual bunker area. I want this to be kind of in line with what we got going on here. So it's not going to be easy. Like I said, it's probably going to take some drilling stuff out to make it, but I want to have like I want to use stairs coming down, come into here, and then I've got to find a way. If I can't, I don't know if we're going to be able to make it airtight. So it may be one of those things where we have to be creative with how we kind of come in, because I do want it to be, um, I'm not just going to put a bunch of beds embedded into the rock, you know, to look like they have a place to sleep. But no, I want it to actually, you know, there's going to be, I want them to be able to have oxygen, whether that's cryo chambers. Yeah, that's, again, like, I think we can do that with a number of the different spaces that we have. So, but this is what I had been working on. Some of these blocks are not, you know, they're temporary. Like this right here was meant to connect this grid, you know, this floor to that. And then, I said, we'll build this stuff in here. This. Let's see, way up here, we actually have more cavernous use, and I want this. I want this to be an entrance too. I want there to be like a door with an entrance that you come up this way, but I'm still figuring that one out. So there's just so much going on down here. This might be the ammo. This could be the volatile ammo, or, you know, fuel or that kind of stuff. That's a whole other bunker right there. Like I said, I just needed to get away from the frustration I was feeling the last time we were trying to do this. And, you know, get some direction going. See this, I mean, but I thought it looked really, it was promising to me. Okay, we got somebody close by. Is that, yeah, that's recently. So we've got something hostile nearby, according to our mobile platform down here. And as you can see, I have managed to get some of this stuff like moved to provide some protection. Okay, so we've got a hostile entity nearby. Definitely a maze. But we'll see how the grid alignment goes. I don't know, for like what I want with some of the spaces. I don't know if we're going to be able to grid align it. I don't want to dig out a whole bunch, so I don't want to accidentally compromise a chamber. But we'll see. Hold on just a minute here. Unknown signal. Okay, so we got a new unknown. Yeah, it's got to be it. Yeah, unknown signal. That's why he's freaking out. It's within 2.5. That's why. Okay. Let's go ahead and take care of this. Crap, what do we got? Oh, shoot, here's a Zeus. What do we do? Guys, we can't take on a Zeus. We cannot take on a Zeus right now. And I don't know which direction he's going to be coming. Is it 4? Shoot. He's going to be coming after us hard. Alright. We may be doing a respawn here in a minute. Or a quick load. I can't possibly. Oof. The idea of trying to fight one of these things right now is not good. Surprised he hasn't shot at me yet. I don't think I can get around. I'd have to get around the back of him. I don't know if I can get.
The full power bar keeps your AI happy.
Yeah, energy's low. That's awesome. Yeah, he's gonna get me here soon. I'm gonna do a quick load. Sorry. We're not gonna be able to survive that. If this quick load isn't prior to them arriving, then I'll just entity list them. That's the one thing with this playthrough that has been more frustrating. I think it's difficult with our restrictions that we put in place. Like even when we've captured the Zeus and we modified it, you know, I'm gonna say we really made it as lethal, if not more lethal, than its original configuration, and we still, I mean, it annihilated us. That if I can get these, if we can get this outpost finished, and then maybe scale down our grid inventory. We should be fine. Scale down our grid inventory. Then I think we can start looking at going to other places. So we are going to want to, this hangar is not quite big enough for the, rocket and the base in a box. Yeah, the gravity cannon would be nice, but those are just really not been that effective. Just really have not been that effective. I have a steel plate. So that. Access doors. These are. Access doors. That's what we're looking for. Honestly, that is ridiculous. Hey Max, how you doing? Oh yeah, that would be kind of cool. Touch that. Okay. Hard. So yeah, I want to see. I'm working on this. I figure I'm going to end up having to drill out some more of this. I would like to be able to have a stall with a base in a box. A separate, you know, its own specific area, and we can connect it, leave it there, and move on. But that means I'm going to have to probably take out some more of this side. Yeah, do that. I'm going to grab the miner.
You do realize I'm the one keeping you alive. Maybe you should keep my battery topped up with that in mind.
Hopefully we don't have any issues with the drills today. I probably won't matter much. You were able to figure that out last time. Something else other than the unknown signal. Seeing that. Keep hearing some what sounds like clang. They're working. Okay. Down a little bit. Analog flight controls. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Here's something banging. Can't. Coming from the left, so I don't know if it's maybe the solar array. Something happening there. We're going to open up one of those cavities that I was telling you about by doing this. But I think we're going to need to open this up in order to get that base in a box in there. Yeah, like ideally, it's like you pull the base in a box in, you plug it in. We can refill it with what we need to. Yeah, I opened up that cavity up there. I think this will work though, for the base in a box. should be able to get some connector and such fired up here too. Just a little bit more. Oh man. That's just about, I think that's probably good right there. There's gyro 3. Controls off and on. We got a quick set there. Okay. I think for the rest we can manually do it. Yeah, it's got to be up there. So that was in my right ear. It's above me. So let's see. Hold on, guys. Yep. Should be big enough. Let's see. Yeah, see, that might work out pretty good. Still got a good path this way. Yeah, once we start laying out flooring and such, I think we'll be alright. Get some of this stuff out of here. Let's see. Am I getting all the doors to open and close at the same time? You talking about the hangar doors? You talking about the hangar doors, Ray? I got them on a, set up on a button panel. Stop that. I really got to put a gravity generator in here. So I got, that's the hangar gates opening, closing. And this one is the hangar doors. So these hangar gates, that's for this. So we can close that off if we need to. All right. And then I just group them. That's how I do it. So these will all, I just put them in a group. So I think what I need to do is maybe set something up in here that if the base ever gets targeted, if it ever gets targeted, it automatically closes the doors. Probably be a good idea. I still haven't figured out, like, we still don't have this, like, the walkway and everything connected down to whatever, so. Let's see. We're just, I've got the self-maintenance models. I think it should be turned off. Oh, I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to turn it off. We'll lay down what we're going to do, and then we'll turn it on and we'll let it build. So. Should have gone with that and that. And I'm going to go ahead. Oh, shoot. No, not going to do that just yet. Guess I'll go ahead and build the gravity gen. Not yet. Okay. Start with that. So at least allow me to start laying blocks down here. Get that there. Let's go ahead and open up some space right here. Down, we can go over here. Might be close. Let's clear some of this. I do think I want a separate wall between the like the docking area for the base in a box. Yeah, like a red alert setting. That's 3 wide. Actually, it's more than that. It's more than that wide because I got stuff on the sides of it. All right. So that's 5 wide. We're gonna need at least 7. Seven. Down a little bit more, which I mean I could. It's not going to be. I don't think that's going to take too much away from what we got going on here. It might take a little bit. Change this. Maybe that. It's probably this probably work. Yeah. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Definitely probably gonna have to build that out more. Say that kind of sucks right there. Here. Ideally right about there. Do a separate wall.
Your battery level will be low on the next beep.
Let's change that one. So I'd probably use a control seat. Yeah, control seat. You have setup actions option in the control panel, and those actions are for specifically for when you're targeted or when you're not. So that's probably what I'll end up using. Two buttons here. Maybe I can do that. Use those instead. That. Idea of giving myself a little bit of free space to move around inside here. Should work. I can put the half walls in here. Hmm. Something different. Hmm. Might be able to do that later. Okay. Let's see. Come on. Go ahead and lay some more of the floor out. Oops. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's this? Hmm. Okay. Fill it out. The connector is going to be here. And put that there. And I need to find my way to the opening. Just like that. I think we're going to go with regular conveyor here. Sorry, let me check to see if I missed. Okay. I haven't missed anything. I'm going to run the other conveyor this direction. That way, if we need to pipe anything down into that next cavity, we can do that. Set that up right there. As it is. I'm gonna go ahead and put in here. Gonna make this area air pressurized. I may not make this area pressurized because this is really just going to be the plug-in for the base in a box, and I'm really only putting it in its own place to make it, to give it some protection instead of being out in the open. It's susceptible to being attacked, so. So much. Ugh. Getting close to where they're in.
You do realize I'm the one keeping you alive. Maybe you should keep my battery topped up with that in mind.
Oops. One thing that, and granted, once I get the base in a box, like situated where it's going to be, this might change. But right now, the one thing that I'm not thrilled about this hangar space is that it's not, I mean, there's not a lot of room. Light maneuver. Again, once the base in a box is gone, rocket will be able to fit in with, I think, plenty of, safe space. But it's still going to be kind of tight. This, that. Can't see anything in the control suite which would detect threats. There, I'll show you. Let's see. There's no setting or anything for detecting threats. It's just the set actions button. And if you look at what it describes each of those actions being, when I say set actions, the two options, it's like an event controller. The two boxes at the bottom. And so if you look at the description of what number 1 does, it's action that takes place when the ship is targeted. And then the other one is the action taken when it's not targeted. Or targeted. Just a second. Grab one. Hmm. Okay. It's not going to be good there. Oh, we're going to have to move that. Yep. So that's going to go. It's going to go. Gonna open this up a smidge. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, there you go. No worries. It's a cool little feature. It's a cool little feature. All right, let me get, let me go ahead and get this. Hold it up. And then I'm going to go grab, we might go ahead and try to go ahead and get it in and make sure we've got enough room. Ugh. All right. So just do it this way. Okay. What are we calling this? This place. Mining outpost. Mining outpost. Just call it that for right now. Is that connector 4? Be connector 4. Get rid of that. B in B, base in box. Plug. There we go. Not used for parking. Should fit. See. Let's see. This side is not going to fit. I can say that for sure. Get this mine out of here. Clean this out. This is just going to scrape along the sides. Because this is the line where the assembler, basic assembler, and the basic refinery are going to line up. So we got to make sure they're not going to hit anything. We want to leave room for them to not get hit along the way. Since getting that to fit is going to be the most important part, we want to make sure that we've got all of that in line. And then we can finish out floors or whatever else we need. Okay. Yeah, we should be able to get it in there. Something else going by. Another military escort. Okay. I'll leave those off. We're going to stick to ions and hopefully we'll be able to navigate fairly well here. Drop down a little bit. And I already destroyed something. Hoping it's just the walls. Yeah, those, okay. Those half blocks, that's not bad. That should not have done too much damage. I say shouldn't. Of course, we don't know that, so. It's gonna suck to not have that much light out here, but it's all right. God, come on. Oh. Not seeing anything else that we might have lost, so start backing this up. Yep, that's a good one. That's a good one, Max. It's not lined up correctly. There we go. Should be. I think we're yellow. Come on. There we go. Didn't break anything. That's good. Okay. Okay. Good there. Basement box has a hole. Now let's see what we can do in here. So I don't know exactly how much room I'm going to have now. Lights, please. Okay. Wrong. Put lights down. On. Spotlights. Go. Got it. And if I have to, I guess I can always extend the hanger out a little bit more, but I didn't want it to go too far out. Just ran into the box. I'm trying to break stuff. That's all it is. I'm just trying to break stuff. See, I don't know. That's not too bad. Give me a little wiggle. Watch out for the voxels. Here. Good there. I have a gyro that is locked. Why is that? Need to find a like a landing gear solution here. For this particular orientation. Put one up there, I guess. Okay. Actually, let's turn that off. Put some landing gear in here. be... It has to be the solar tracking array making that clang noise. Alright, so we got base in a box over here. Plugged in, got some scrap now. Gotta fix some stuff. That sucked. Yeah. Does that turret stick out lower than... It appears the turret sticks out just a smidge lower than this nacelle back here, right? I think I'd have to use... Yeah, I feel like I would have to use... use some hinges and a timer block, you know, or whatever. Where it kind of just tripods out. And then it tucks back up in this area. Wouldn't be too hard. Not that we like need it right this minute. It's just that I doubt there would be any. It's not like ship free floating, you know. Okay, so let's see. Let me go ahead and lay out. I'm gonna have to grab some. I'll throw that in. We got to figure this out. What's going on right here? I don't know if I'll need that yet. Oh, that's really... Make some of that. Simpler. Why didn't it make them? Oh, please tell me they didn't put it in the industrial. Should be fine right there. Why I didn't get them in the first place. Unless I just didn't. Okay. We're gonna need that. 20. Kind of cool to get that guy. Don't think I can get to him. Not with this jetpack nerfing like it is. Let's see. 6. This is my. I would love to put this here. I would actually love to put it here. I'd love to put it here, but I feel like it would. It would get clipped. I feel like it would get clipped by the base of the box. See what I mean? That's the issue I'm having with this. Mm-hmm. Like that. Love for it to be another way. Go ahead and lay these out. Not stay that way. And girders, man. Ugh. There, that should get taken away. Gird.
full power bar keeps your AI happy while you sleep.
Shoot. You just let it do some work. See how it looks. And chair set up. Chair set up. I'm just going to put a chair temporarily here. What you gotta worry about right here is running out of oxygen. Okay, I'm gonna risk letting this build. I'm gonna take a quick bio break, guys. Be back in a couple minutes, and hopefully we don't lose anything, attacked by anything. So I will be right back. for just a second, guys, real quick. Yes, Ray, I think throwing some O2 gens or O2 farms up is going to be a good idea for us. I've got to make a quick call to this contractor that I've been in touch with. We're going to let's keep going. I might be a couple of minutes, guys, so I just want to where we're at. So. Looks like it's just about finished. Great. The guy getting close. Hate that. Let's see what we got here. It's pretty good. Couple doors. I think it would have been great to have the gate. Oh, come on, man. Yeah, more than enough room. Okay. That'll be gone. Something out over here. And turn off our self-maintenance units. That's what we can do. Mm. I need oxygen in a minute. Go ahead and take this stuff. Come on. Okay. Anything from those? Okay. To go get. We may have to go get ice here soon. Sorry for the bumpiness, guys. See, I do have the oxygen farms out on the out on the solar array. I should be good there, but or why? I don't think I have. Come on. Yes. Do something about connecting all of this together. Oh yeah, you can go through ice very, very quickly. And what's driving me nuts? We need gravity gen. Find out where to put it. Deck. Not what I wanted. See, this is why it's like I'm really trying to be careful about how much I drill out, because I don't want to compromise a bunch of these cavities. I want them to look good. Hey, Gavin, how you doing? Let's see how the grab gen will. See. I put that there. Day outside. The sky's just opened up. Gravity range. Come on. Oh yeah. I understand why I can't see the... I should be able to see the gravity field. That's what's bothering me. And I cannot. Yeah, we're in space, Gavin. This is our Hard Knocks series. This is not we haven't played. It's been a minute since we played this one, just because we kind of had a frustrating episode last time. So but I'd been able to do some stuff outside or off camera that kind of it's great. But tell what's come on. Gravity Gen. I'm gonna stick it at 80. The height, this should not need to be that. Don't believe it needs to be that high. I'm gonna go with 50. We'll see what we're looking at there. And then the depth. It's a tough one. We'll leave it at 82. And we'll see what we get. We're at 1G in here. Okay, I am currently at the edge of artificial gravity. Here we go. Okay, I'm not terribly upset with that. Just outside the hangar. I'm not upset with that. How far we go this way? Get to the wall. We're good there. Good there. See how far we can go this way. Grab. Okay, we're out of gravity right here. That works for now. Let's see how far should be. Okay. 33. Higher. We're out of gravity there. Okay. It's not terrible. It's not terrible right now. I can live with that. We can make adjustments as we go. Let's find out if we're gonna find out if I can fallen. Doesn't do me any good. Ugh. Fix this there. G. Just over 1.3 G. We're heavy in this too. Okay. So this is where the gravity overlaps. There to there. Hello? Okay. I was making sure I hadn't had my mic turned off. It'd still have been nice to be able to see the gravity sensor or gravity range. All right. Yes, we gotta fix this. Puller, Terry escort. Do need to. Oxygen tank 5.77%, 5.7. We don't even have an oxygen tank here. That's not good. Sorry, I'm snacking, guys. I think it's... We probably need to have... Same probably, we do. Actually do need better... We need some more oxygen storage. Crazy looking tank. Pretty cool, but it's a crazy looking tank. That'll help. I have not, Ray. I have not played No Man's Sky. Ooh, that's not good. Oh, got it. That's a little crazy. Didn't really expect that to happen. They're so hard to get. You do 12 seconds. That does sound like a challenging game. Sorry. That's funny though. Let me try this. I'm gonna try something a little different here. Self-managed units off. Okay, give me eight. Errors on that. Too. Damn it. Come on. Can't do anything there. So I don't have to do that.
The full power bar keeps your AI happy while you sleep.
Ground heats up, you die. Range, you die. Plants kill you. It's just awesome. Mm. Well, tubes too now. I have 2,000. Should not be there. What are these? And give me upgraded stairs. Doing what it's doing. Finding it distracting. Slow down. Yeah. Is there a beacon? Parabolic antenna, 20,000. Don't need 20,000. No. We'll leave this one on. Just because it's the new kid on the block. Turn that one off. Okay. Where's my PvP on here? Best defense against turret shots. That I do not. I apologize. Yeah, that's a good one. Feel bad I can't provide better information on that. Sorry. Why is that turning off and on? Yeah. This, the block isn't turning off and on, but the input voltage is changing, like it is turning off and on. Armor block is on. Shouldn't be. What's going on there? Reason for this. Everything's off. This thing's got no power. It's got a heavy overload. What's the overload? Turn that one on. We'll turn the parabolic off. See that battery now. Where's the overload coming from? That makes no sense. sense. Grab here. Stop, 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 stop. We're gonna get the blanket now, but why? Whoa, whoa. Oh my god, it wasn't. Oh, that sucked. I forgot. Like when you hack these, when you hack a grid, you gotta remember that it doesn't. For anything that's not fully constructed, you may have to go in and verify that you actually own it. Because it may not tell, it may not
browser,
convert to you
Netflix.
automatically. So like this guy right here. This guy may not be mine. See, it's still owned by Star Settler CEO. So if I were to weld that up, it sees it as an enemy and it'll shoot it. That's what just happened to that guy. That might end up being an issue right there. Good. Healed up. This guy. I don't know if I can catch that or not. Cool looking. Let's go on chat here. Okay. Base layer, the armor gun losses no slopes in that. Not even armor, but option. Wow. Same. Well, a couple things I learned from Luca last week. If you build heavy armor block with no metal grids, it's stronger than a light armor block. it's not quite as strong as a glass door. It doesn't cost as much. So that might be a way to go. Building a ship that will not sit still in space. It's always trying to fall forward. Then it stops itself. So you're getting phantom movement. Is that what you're saying, Gavin? I actually have 2 grids in my blueprint library that are surface rovers, and in a 0G environment they rotate. Checked all the gyros. There's something causes them to move. Not sure what it is. I haven't figured it out. Yeah. The converter station keeps flickering. Yeah, that's all I see. Do you have subgrids on it? Have any kind of gravity drive or anything like that, do you? To understand it moving, if the drills were running, it might move a little bit. Oh. Okay, the rotor on the front might be it. Yeah, the rotor on the front might be it. If it only moves slightly. And you are getting the flickering, switch to station thing. I would say when you want it to be still, and you don't want to move it anywhere, just convert it to a station while you don't want to move. Just spam that convert to station while it's flickering until you happen to catch it. It's probably your rotor. How exactly it's doing it, that I don't know. That I don't know. Okay. Hold on real quick. While we're here, let's take a look and eliminate pirate scouts. We did get rid of that. We haven't installed Pam. We haven't begun Michael. Okay. Got this stuff to do. We do need to get some ice. So, why don't we... Okay. I don't. It's dumb of me to start thinking like that. We built this cubby for our B&B. We need to close it in to give it protection. So, I need to stop talking about other stuff. We need to finish up this little cubby. So. This... Okay. Do it there. It's not, no. Cancel. Double shipyard. Cancel. I don't, Gavin, I really wish I could tell you. Like I said, those two, I've got two pretty cool rovers in my blueprint. My blueprint library that will not sit still in space. It's like they just sit there and rotate. One of them for certain has subgrids. The other one I can't remember, but it makes me think it does. There's no reason for it to be doing it. Oh, crap. Here we go. Oh, they found me. Where are they? Another Zeus. Nope, not doing it. Let's see if I can draw him off somewhere else. Maybe I can get him to crash into one of these other asteroids or something. Come on, buddy. Oh, we're going over here. Coming? Yeah, it looks like he is. Maybe. Maybe not. Nope, he is going straight for the base. It's got to be within range. Yep, there they go. It didn't. And I haven't messed with them in ages again. Yeah, the larger your subgrid is too, the more effect it's going to have, I'm sure. And definitely let us know if you figure it out. I really was hoping I could get that, if that Zeus peeled off and followed me. All right, Gavin. Hey, sorry, have a good night. All right, and good luck with the troubleshooting on the gravity thing. All right, guys. I'm gonna need just a minute. Little button needs Need to make a quick pot of bean juice. Where can I? Do this. I'm gonna do a temporary. Make a temporary talk. Temporary cryo chamber. Ouch. Give me that. Okay. Let me just make this. I'll be back. Actually, I just saw what time it was, and we are going to have to wrap this up. Just realized it was 4 o'clock p.m. my time, and that's when Mom gets off work, so we're going to go ahead and stop here. So I'm going to go ahead and save. We will keep working, trying to fine-tune this and get this right. We'll get that little cubby for the B&B finished up and closed up so that that's somewhat safe. It's not going to be perfect, but it will be at least somewhat safe. It's better than being out in the open and exposed. Same thing, we'll try to finish off the hangar. So the rocket is taken care of. Keep going from there. Didn't get to work at all in the bunker today, which was cool. But I'm kind of getting some ideas for that. Nothing too crazy. But it was nice to get to stream. Depending on how weather does, then maybe we'll get a couple more opportunities. But that's all I got. I appreciate you guys to stop by, and really appreciate everybody that's participating in chat, leaving comments, and whatnot. You guys are awesome. Just no other way to put it. Like I said, the streams will be fluid, so it'll be targets of opportunity. I did Hard Knocks today because I had gotten some work done off camera, and I wanted you guys to be able to see it. Share any ideas if you got any. Otherwise, we'll probably jump back into our community play for the short streams, but we'll see what happens. Anyway, you guys, you're awesome. Morbin, Ray, Gavin, thank you everybody that participated in the chat. I really do appreciate it. Yes. Also had Max. Let's see if there was anybody else I forgot. Oh, I did. Okay, that should be right. Thanks everybody. I really do. Until next time, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other, and always be safe. Remember, close that visor, Don't forget your dammers. I'll see you on the other side.